All right, earlier we discussed that a warrior is an archetype. A what? That means you're a model to emulate. So we're going to explore a few traits and virtues of the enlightened warrior in order that we might be able to develop these more fully in ourselves. Again, when I live by these characteristics, my life is golden, and when I don't, my life turns, is a little down, let's put it that way. So these characteristics, part of these characteristics are part of what we call the ways of the warrior. All right. The warrior is 100% what? Thank you. The warrior takes full responsibility for his or her life and all that happens in it and all that doesn't happen in it. The warrior understands that we create our own reality. We repeat that with me. We create our own reality. Now use the word I. I create my own reality. We create our success. We create our failure. We create our mediocrity. So why is being accountable so critical? Simple. When we take responsibility for the results in our lives, we hold our power. When we are not willing to take responsibility for the results in our lives, we what? Give up our power. How simple is that? Instead of taking responsibility, many people play the role of the victim. Do you remember the three techniques, the three clues of when people are playing the victim? The first one is what? Blame. What is it? Blame. I can't hear you. Blame. Second one is what? Justify. The third one is what? Complain. What are the three clues? Blame, justify, complain. When you are doing any of these things, you are playing the role of the. What are the three clues? Now listen closely. Blame, justify, and complain. Listen closely. You know what they are? They're like pills. They're like pills. You know what they are? They're pain reliever pills that we take. They dull the pain of losing and failing. They are reasons that might make you feel better temporarily, but in the end, you still didn't succeed. Do you understand what I just said? When you are doing those things, what you're doing, you're dulling the pain of not winning, of not succeeding, of not getting to where you wanted to go. But that doesn't help you. In the end, you still didn't get there. And that takes the place, supposedly, of that winning energy. No, because you've already shrunk just a little. So as I said, victims aren't victims. They just play the victim so they can get some attention and move into their role that they think they are. And you know what? Just so you know, I wouldn't feel too sorry for victims. Not the psychological kind that we're talking about. Victims pretend to be on the receiving end, don't they? They're always getting the shaft. They're always getting the raw end of the deal. Yes or yes? Well, that's what they say. The victim is usually a what? Yeah, they're usually a persecutor. Persecutor. Because you can't be a good victim unless you find a perpetrator, someone doing it to you. Therefore, victims are always searching for something or someone to blame. Listen closely, because this could be you or could be people around your life. Listen closely. Victims unconsciously set people and events up so they can fulfill and validate their victim role. Victims unconsciously set people and events up so they can fulfill and validate their victim role in life. They create situations and issues to make people, and especially yourself, the bad guy, or situations so they can play poor me. How many people know people like this? They unconsciously sometimes set themselves up to get hurt or fail, again, to fulfill the victim role. How many people know people like that? And they do it originally to get attention, but now that's not working much anymore because the attention they're getting is not the best attention, but it's a habit. It's too late. Also, how many people know people who are overly nice and let other people walk all over them? You know what we call those people? Nice victims. They're nice victims. If you let other people walk all over you, what could you be other than a victim? What are you, a frickin' warrior? What are you? You're a victim. Does that make any sense? You understand, yes? And this is all in the name of getting attention originally. That's why I'm going to caution you to be very careful about hanging around victims. They're both dangerous to your health and your wealth also. If you're choosing a partner in business who's a victim, watch out, because you will soon be the bad guy. If you're choosing a manager in your business who's a victim, be careful, because not only will you be the bad guy, victims can't win, they have to lose, so will your business. Is this making any sense to anybody here? Yes. You got a victim on your team? Be careful. They have to set themselves up to lose, because you know what? Victims can't win. Otherwise, they couldn't be the good victim anymore. Can't have a winner victim. You can have a winner victim, but then they sabotage themselves so that they can be a good victim. Yes, I did it. I won at my real game. Yeah. So, in the same way you can be a victim or a warrior, you can't be both. They're opposites. Victims live from weakness. Say it with me. Warriors live from strength.